The Prime Minister has torn into the Congress over cash all, and that's the tweet that the Prime Minister has put out, tweeting the video, talking about the Congress MP Sahu case. Says, in India, who needs money heist fiction when you have the Congress party, legendary for 70 years and counting. Essentially, this is a video that was put out by the Bharatiya Janata Party, putting out visuals of, in fact, the raids that were ongoing at Congress MP Sahu's, in fact, house that has been ongoing for 6 days now. Over 351 crores has been recovered. The Congress, of course, the BJP, of course, has raised this issue vehemently and very, very aggressively. The Prime Minister says, in India, who needs a money heist fiction when you have the Congress party, legendary for 70 years and counting. The Prime Minister taking on the Congress on this issue on X or Twitter. The BJP had in fact put out this video linking the income tax raids and the recovery of cash over 351 crores with the Gandhis. This video initially was put out by the Bharatiya Janata Party and the Prime Minister, remember, and this is not the first time that the Prime Minister has raised this. The Prime Minister had previously also spoken about the manner in which these raids were being conducted at Dheeraj Sahu's residence, Congress MP from Rajya Sabha, and the manner in which the money was getting recovered. Also, not just the Prime Minister, several top leaders of the Bharatiya Janata Party have taken on the Congress on this issue, questioning the silence of the Gandhi Parivar and the leadership of the Congress, which by itself has in fact sought answers from Dheeraj Sahu on this and distanced themselves from the kind of cash recoveries that have been made. Here's the Prime Minister, in fact, on Twitter, taking on the Congress and saying that the loot essentially has been ongoing. The video that you see on your screens right now of the MP himself, Dheeraj Sahu, along with Rahul Gandhi, and there's a picture with the Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge as well. That's a video that was put out by the Bharatiya Janata Party. The Prime Minister has quote-tweeted that particular video and essentially said that the party has indulged in corruption. The Congress has been corrupt for the last 70 years or so. The video, of course, shows the kind of money that was seized from the house of Congress MP Dheeraj Sahu. In fact, the counting of the money took place over a period of 6 days. And the cash recovered was to the tune of 351 crores. The Prime Minister is taking on the Congress on X or Twitter. It's a tweet that has been put out by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, tearing into the Congress over the cash haul that essentially was seen over the last 6 days or so in connection with income tax raids at Congress MP Dheeraj Sahu's residence, where cash to the tune of 351 crores was recovered. Paulmi Saha is getting us more details in that big story. Not the first time that the Prime Minister has raised this issue, taking on the Congress here again. Paulmi.
That's right. The Prime Minister has attacked the Congress party yet again on the cash which has been recovered from the premises linked to Dheeraj Sahu, which of course the Congress party has distanced itself from, saying this indeed is something that only Dheeraj Sahu can answer for. The Congress party has nothing to do with his businesses as such. But that is an issue now that the BJP is, of course, taking to the people, and no less than the Prime Minister himself, who was attacking the Congress party. Not the first time, like you said, he's spoken about this issue where he basically said that the public's money will be returned to them, and that is Modi ki guarantee. And this time he's posted again on social media after a BJP video of this entire investigation has been put out, calling it the money heist. Narendra Modi has posted on social media, and I quote over here, in India, who needs money heist fiction when you have the Congress party whose heists are legendary for 70 years and counting? So unsparing in his attack against the Congress party, scathing, aggressive, the Prime Minister has in fact set the narrative in a way for Lok Sabha 2024, with corruption being one of the big issues that the Prime Minister and the BJP will be using to target their primary opponent, the Congress party, with.
Essentially, this is an issue that pretty much has been given to the Bharatiya Janata Party on the platter, saying that the Congress has always been corrupt. The Congress, of course, in its own part says that we've got nothing to do with this. Let the investigators do their job. But just before the elections, we're just a few months away from Lok Sabha elections, this is terrible for the Congress party, isn't it?
Absolutely. This is definitely not great optics for the Congress party, especially because these are images that stay with the people. There's one thing that you talk about lakhs and crores of corruption and you attach figures to a 2G scam or, the Commonwealth Games scam. But to see pictures and seeing almirahs full of cash being counted and the number only going up and up every couple of days in terms of the counting, the number of counting machines that are being brought in from nearby banks as well in order to count all that cash. The optics of it is really bad for the Congress party. So while they've, of course, said we have nothing to do with his businesses, and this is completely for Dheeraj Sahu to respond for, the fact of the matter is that he belongs to the Congress party. It's the Congress party that sent him to the Rajya Sabha after he lost elections, Lok Sabha elections. So clearly, the Congress party has patronized Dheeraj Sahu. And of course, the BJP is using that iconic image now of Dheeraj Sahu shaking hands with Rahul Gandhi during the Bharat Jodo Yatra. Corruption was an issue that Rahul Gandhi took to the people as well. He, in fact, said that there are all of these scams, crony capitalism is being encouraged by the Modi government. Now that image has been turned around on its head by the BJP with these images of cash, almirahs full of cash being splashed across TV screens saying, this is what the Congress party stands for, and this is better than any money heist fiction that you may have watched on television.
Absolutely. These are visuals, in fact, that have gone completely viral ever since. The BJP has obviously used this opportunity to go after the Congress party, and this undoubtedly is an image that is going to stay with the people as well. It's astounding. 351 crores that have been recovered essentially. Here, Paulamy is telling us that he lost elections, Lok Sabha elections, and was still sent to Rajya Sabha, which obviously Paulamy gives all the more ammunition to the BJP to say that, see, you rewarded him. Was this money being used for elections to defeat the Prime Minister is what and is the argument that has been made by the party already.
That's right. This is what the BJP is saying, that all of this money that Dheeraj Sahu seemingly had amassed over the years, what was this money being used for? Clearly, there was money that was going to the party as well. The party seemed to be rewarding him. The party sent him to the Rajya Sabha. Allegedly, the party may have taken money to send him to the Rajya Sabha, to have actually nominated him from one of the seats to send him to the Rajya Sabha. Clearly, this is an ammunition, like you said. It has been served to the BJP on a platter by the Congress party. So everything that they say in terms of, saying those short statements that this is not linked to us, we have nothing to do with this, and this is for Dheeraj Sahu to personally respond to. The fact of the matter is, like I said, absolutely bad optics. There's one thing, you can add figures and you can add zeros and tell the people this is so many lakh crores of corruption, but there's one thing when people see optics and the public sees optics of cash, which seemingly was flushed out of the system, but it's right there, stored in almirahs, hiding over there until, of course, the IT department comes calling.
Well, absolutely. Expect this issue to be raised again and again. The Prime Minister already has done it twice. In fact, this was also raised in Parliament by Home Minister Amit Shah, who in fact talked about the fact in Parliament just yesterday, Paulamy, that the machines that were being used to count this money, they went dysfunctional because there was just so much cash. Even bank cashiers have said, we've not seen this kind of money in our careers.
Absolutely. Now the BJP is, of course, going to use this everywhere. And it's a fact. Machines have gone bust while counting the cash because there's so much of cash that these machines are having to count. And it is astounding that IT officials have been spending days over there to count the amount of cash that they found locked up in these almirahs. Like I said, counting machines were brought from all nearby branches of banks in order to count that kind of cash. And it's amount and money and, money in cash that they haven't seen in a very long time. This is really bad sort of messaging for the Congress party. And this is something that the BJP is going to use all the way up to Lok Sabha 2024.
Right. Thanking you, Palmi, for joining us. In fact, BJP's RP Singh is also now with us. RP Singh, the Prime Minister himself has raised this issue once again. Your party put out that video linking the Congress MP from whom 351 crores have been recovered to the leadership of the Congress party here.
Well, Congress has a history of this. And then I remember last time I seen such cash was in 96 at Sukram's residence. When then IT and CBI raided his residence, and some 3.5 crore rupees, according to that time, was big money, was laid under his bed. So this is in continuation of that. But the bigger question is, whose money is this? I mean, this can't be businessman's money. This is obviously money probably being used for election objectives. And then Congress would have created such pockets or such almeras and such people around in various regions for forthcoming 2024 elections.
Okay. I'm just going to bring in Congress's Udit Raj also. RP Singh, do be with us. Mr. Udit Raj, this is in fact extremely damaging as far as the Congress is concerned. These are videos that have been doing the rounds. The Prime Minister says, who needs a money heist fiction when you have the Congress party that has been looting the country for 70 years? These visuals are extremely damaging for your party, sir.
See, the Prime Minister himself look into what he has done. In 2016, he brought demonetization policy to curb black economy. That has failed now. More than blaming Dheeraj Sahu, he should blame himself that he was wrong to bring this policy. One. And second, Prime Minister, has he made any comment on Adani, who looted? And Mehul Bhai of Modi ji, he has decamped with thousands of money and went abroad. Could he open his mouth?
No, Mr. Udit Raj, the fact is that these visuals that have been coming in, the BJP, the Prime Minister, the top leaders have said there is no way that this is not linked to the leadership of the Congress party. This is the money that was being used for elections to defeat the Prime Minister, is what Minister Dheeraj Sahu, for example, has said. How do you respond to this? Isn't this extremely embarrassing for you? This is your Rajya Sabha MP. Somebody who lost in Lok Sabha elections was sent to Rajya Sabha by your party, sir.
You are speaking more than what I need to speak. I have to answer, you have to ask a question, but you are answering as well, no problem. But let me tell you one thing. Who brought demonetization policy and for what? Has it not been defeated? One. And second is that, what about Mahesh Shah, who during the demonetization, he was caught with 13,000 plus crore money. He is not in the news. And of course, Dheeraj Sahu is doing a business. Cash hold nothing. If there is a tax evasion, tax party has nothing to do with it. He's a business person in his capacity. Not that he's a minister, he has taken bribe somebody. And cash economy has increased many fold what it used to be before. So what happened that who's responsible? This the policy of this government is responsible.
Okay, let BJP's RP Singh respond to that. This is failure, obviously, of the demonetization. The Congress says, we've got nothing to do with this. Go ahead, probe him, do whatever you want to do. But this is not our money. He's a businessman. This is his money. RP Singh is what the Congress says.
Well, then throw him out of the party. Has just suspended him, thrown him out of the party after getting after getting so much of money. I mean, immediate reaction would have been throw him out of the party. They have not done so because they know that if they do that, they'll be in trouble because man will speak. The parrot will start speaking. The fact is that no businessman will keep so much of money at home or in his other illegal properties. There's obviously money which has to be used for forthcoming elections, and Congress would have created a lot of such pockets countrywide in keeping with the forthcoming elections, whether the region-wise rather, for forthcoming elections. And again, last time I remember was Sukram, and now today Sahu, with so much of a political man with so much of money.
All right, I'm going to thank you, RP Singh and Udit Raj. Thank you for both for joining us with your views on what really has happened here. Money recovered to the tune of 351 crores. Today, in fact, the searches conclude essentially is what the Income Tax Department has said. The Prime Minister has taken on the Congress once again on this issue.